What's happening? Good vibrations to everybody. I hope everything is positive in your ether right now. That's all I really like to connect on with this sentiment when I get up on this device and communicate with you. You know what I mean? Just trying to bring up some useful things along the journey. So I had a thought and I wanted to share it. And, I write these topics down when I think of them, and then I like to come back and touch on them. And so this one that I wanted to say was about okay, so now the last video was about like you have a plan, like you make a plan and all that kind of stuff and stick to your goals, right? So now let's move forward and we say, okay, now you've got the plan, right? And you're like, hold up though, I need help with this. Like maybe you don't have all the necessities that are gonna, all the necessary tools to accomplish the feat. So you need to work with other talent, outside talent, or outside, just outside talent. That's a good way of saying it. I'm trying to keep my scruples together because I'm a little bit tired. So like I said, through some of these videos, I'm doing a lot of these videos in one day. So if I seem a little flighty sometimes, it's because your man needs some sleep. So trying to keep it all focused. But okay, so the matter at hand is, how do you find, and you may be starting on your plan too. This is also crucial. So you may not have all the resources too that it'll take to acquire some of these talents. So how do you go about finding talent to work with and build a team, right? So you know what you need, or educate yourself first so you absolutely know what you need. That's always crucial too. That's golden. But once you figure out who you'll need, who's on first, second, third in that structure, then acquiring those people, right? So, of course, it's nice to be out in the field, working, doing your thing, and meeting those people. That's always great, right? But some of those professionals are, man, really expensive, right? Some of them, they would love to work with you, but they also have like these high price tags, right? So that's an issue, man. You're gonna have to try to find a way to go around it. Hopefully one day you'll become a generator to the point where you can afford them, or you guys can come together on some ground where you know that it'll pay out good for both of you, you know, in the end. But as you're getting started, like how do you do this, right? So I've, in the past studying things, I found like some things to be interesting, right? Of course, you've got social media, right? You can find people doing their stuff on social media. If they're posting in like certain groups or forums, or they're just trying to get across, or you got a business page, something like that. So that's always nice too, right? Google search, stuff like that, search engines, right? Those things are nice. um, you also have what was I gonna say, like social media. Oh, Fiverr, like places like Fiverr, right? Where there's people offering their services and skills to mesh with the professional world, or amateur world, amateur pro, I should say, right? But you can pretty much find people on many different levels on a place like that, like Fiverr. And I think that Fiverr is awesome. And I think like Etsy too, you could probably find people who are serious about whatever it is they're doing, whether they're good at marketing or sales, or they sell their own products, or they have their services and they're offering them. So those are avenues as well, right? Also, one of the ones I learned from books and things like that was college students. You can often find people who are, and it is mutually beneficial, because let's say that you're making some sort of headroom in the field, that eyes will be on this project, this product, whatever it is that's being produced. It will be viewed. So this person's work, or whatever their contribution is, can be observed in on some level or fashion. So it does help out the student as they are making their portfolio, that they can actually say that they have a professional work in their portfolio that has actually been produced and shown to the world, or shared in there, whatever the talent was, or the expertise, or the service that they lent to to as the individual who needs the other people to fill in. Because it is better to have a team. It's nice to be a jack of trades. It's nice to be very knowledgeable and learn everything you can, but then, reality is reality. And it's also nice to just work with other people, have different points of perspectives and feels and textures and different points of view and angles and things. So I love to work with other people. I do know how to do a measure of things myself. How well I do all of those things, that's to be seen or be, you know what I mean? So it's not like I am gonna be like the ace at everything that I could do. And I'm guessing that unless you're just somehow special, special beyond what how special you already are, but you're a super alien freak, right? Then and there are a few, but I would be guessing that every once in a while it's nice to have a helping hand in getting something done. So yeah, so that's what I would share with you is what I've learned in the past is that was in literature actually, and it recommended that if you don't know where to start, find someone who's in class and they're practicing these things, and that if they're good enough, then yeah, you can give them a shot at helping you out, and it also gives them a leg up in their field and helps them out in the future, as you also get help for little to no cost, and it'll help you get your leg up and moving things forward. It's nice to come together. As they say, teamwork makes the dream work, right? And it's true. And so, yeah, that's what it's all about. And these people, no matter what, right? Just like before, make sure that people are enthusiastic and have similar points of interest. If it's a business venture and you're partnering up for a certain amount of time or for longevity, for long haul, to make sure that the points of view align, right? So you're all moving in the same direction. And yeah, so that's what I would say though. When you're trying to acquire some sort of talent, like, of course, we've got like social media, the internet. Social media, the internet. You have like professionals in the field, and you actually meet them face to face and form a relationship and talk to them, or you can find the person who's up and coming and then see if you guys can fuse and make something good happen. I just don't like to see people stay discouraged or get too discouraged and thinking that just because you're getting started that you can't do something amazing, because you absolutely can. Where there's a will, there's a way. And life is much about perspective and how you look at things, and it's about making as many positives as you can across the board. It's not about not being real with what you're trying to do and getting over. It's about being real, and seeing it through, and it actually helps each other out. It's mutually beneficial, and those things are always awesome. So yeah, just wanted to drop that on you real quick. If you watch this video, if you're watching, definitely like, subscribe, turn on notifications, follow me on social media. You know the drill. And shout me out, so that way I know you and know who you are, and I can do the same for you. You know what I mean? If you're musical talent, if you're somebody who's got something going on, and you like people to check it out, I'm one of those people too. So it's not just all about me. And like I said, I don't think I'm the guy who knows everything. I just try to share stuff that I found useful, informative, or just flat out weird and interesting. So that's it. King A.D.S, your man in full effect. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.